The Conjuring is one of the most successful horror franchises we've seen in the last few years, isn't it? With great characters, creepy hauntings, and memorable scares, it has made a name for itself. So, with this in mind, what can we say about the third installment, The Devil Made Me Do It? Well, let's just say it was a matter of time before we got something like that. The Conjuring 3 tries to go in a different direction and make something new with the series. That's fine, okay, cool, but making something new doesn't necessarily mean making something good. Whether this is the case with The Conjuring 3 or not, we have yet to decide. In Dr. Midnight, let's dissect The Conjuring 3, The Devil Made Me Do It. Oh yeah, before we start, like the other movies, this one is based on one of Ed and Lorraine Warren's cases. The trial of Arne Chayenne Johnson, to be precise. This was indeed the first court case in which the defense claimed demonic possession. Needless to say, it didn't go as well as planned. Now, I'm not here to discuss the real Ed and Lorraine Warren or their cases. I'm just here to dissect the movie. And this will already be pretty messy on its own. Well, either the family has a new cat or someone is possessed.
I just can't remember one quite like this.
Then watch your last two movies. I get that they probably mean that this demon is particularly strong or whatever to set the feeling of a threat. But after hearing the same line in every horror movie that deals with investigations of the paranormal, possessions, hauntings, or curses, it has lost its impact. Besides, he doesn't say what makes this case so different, and we haven't even seen anything happen yet. So it just feels like something straight out of the great book of cliché lines.
Being brave doesn't mean you're not scared.
Thank you for proving my point. We get a shout out to The Exorcist, because of course. And look, I guess even the demon is sick of those. Okay, that was creepy, no joke. Where's that priest? Lorraine gets a vision while they try to exorcise the kid, and things get, well, a little out of control. Like a squirrel on caffeine visiting a nut convention.
I'll stop your heart, old man.
I think if you're a demon, you're the last entity that can call anyone else old. Lorraine tries to help, but her visions keep having the worst timing. Either that or this is an attack of the plot convenience, so this can happen.
Leave him alone! Leave him alone and take me!
Uh-huh. Look, I know we did that The Exorcist reference earlier, but that doesn't mean you can pull off other cars around here. As touching as it is that you're willing to go this far for this kid, well, as touching as it can be for us, considering that we know nothing about those people and haven't been here long enough to feel that the situation is that hopeless. This is still a pretty stupid thing to do. And of course, everyone around is either knocked out or has a migraine, so no one immediately tosses holy water at him. He'll be fine. Ed is taken to the hospital due to his heart attack, but things seem to be just fine with everyone else. Fine in the sense that trauma is non-existent, Arne apparently forgot his literal deal with the devil, and we have to waste a while with the whole characters get lured into a false sense of security before everything goes to hell stuff. Pun not intended. Maybe. Oh boy, there we go. Oh, that's so scary. My heart nearly stopped. I've never seen anything like that before. There. You happy? If this is the sort of scary the movie's going for, I'm out of here. Maybe you can hope that things will be better with Ed and Lorraine? While talking with their priest friend, Lorraine tells him how she and Ed met. Oh, I bet it's just a sweet detail to add more to their relationship and it to be of no major importance later. Okay, to be honest, it is cute. What? Just because I'm an eldritch abomination, it doesn't mean I can't be romantic. In fact, their relationship is still one of the best parts of the movie. Patrick Wilson and Vera Farmiga are still giving their best and having amazing chemistry. They never rely on the romance that was built up in the last movies. Even if you haven't watched those, you don't have to be told that they're in love. You feel that. You could exclude the whole paranormal investigators aspect, and they would still be great on their own. I could watch them preparing dinner and I would get bored. That's how much I like them. As for the other characters, well, let's deal with that later, shall we? Oh, this is so not good.
What the hell?
Dude, you're in a horror movie and there was a chainsaw. Just be glad that thing didn't cut your head off. Arne goes to see his girlfriend, Debbie. Yeah, sure, go see your girl. Chill out. It'll be totally fine. Seriously, what's wrong with your brain? We also get to see our future corpse.
Your girl's gonna think I'm a drunk. Let's dance, brother!
Are you sure Arne is possessed? Because not been 5 minutes since we were introduced to this guy, and even I want to kill him already. Also, excuse me, hi. You two do remember that you were dealing with a demonic possession earlier, don't you? Look, the boy who was possessed, David, is Debbie's brother. I think she would still be so shaken up after everything that seeing Arne like that would, at least, make her a little nervous. But then again, everyone else seems to have gotten over the whole thing pretty fast. Demonic possession is like a flu to those people.
Hey! I think I hurt someone.
No. What reason could you possibly have to think that? Ed and Lorraine test Arne, but since he has no reaction to the blessed objects and can recite the Bible, it doesn't seem like they're dealing with a demon anymore. Of course.
What does this mean then? I'm just crazy.
Well, I was going to be sensitive about it, but yes.
I invited this thing into me, and that's the reason that he's dead.
No. The reason why he's dead is that you're dumb enough to tell a demon to possess you and then just shrug it off. How can you be so surprised? What did you think was going to happen, you moron? Debbie insists that there was something wrong with Arne, and the Warrens consider that just because he seems okay now, it doesn't mean he wasn't possessed when he killed that man. Whatever floats the plot, I suppose. So the next step is to talk with Arne's lawyer. Good idea. With the pile of evidence that there is against him, he'll need a really good defense plan. Yeah, we all know what's coming.
I am not going before a grand jury saying he was possessed by demons.
You're suing Satan.
Ed invites the lawyer to their house so they can show her all the evidence they have regarding the existence of demons. What, you show her all your previous movies?
Introduce you to Annabelle.
We have a room full of sort of stuff, but Annabelle has the best movie series. We don't get to see what happened during said visit, but apparently it was enough to convince her. I guess they must have also traumatized her a little, but hey, it happens, right?
My client pleads not guilty by reason of demonic possession.
And so we witness the death of this woman's career. I love that even the judge looks like, you heard that too, didn't you? It doesn't go too well. Imagine that. And it seems the prosecutor will go for the death penalty, so it's up to Ed and Lorraine to save Arne. And they didn't try to help their case by using any of the same so-called evidence that they used to convince the lawyer, because they checked the tapes they recorded when David was possessed, trying to see if they missed something. Let me save you the time. The family moved to the house a few months ago, and while David was checking the waterbed, that I think the previous owners left behind, he was attacked by the demon. Or by the ghost of the Little Mermaid.
Where was the waterbed?
Oh damn, they found Samara as well. Just a moment. So, if you had checked this particular spot before, then maybe half of this mess wouldn't have happened. You guys are kind of your game this time, aren't you? Lorraine goes to check the basement, where she finds a bunch of rats. Oh, and also a witch's totem. Wait, what?
David was cursed. Cursed.
Possessed individual takes a life and the demon departs.
Sounds to me like Arne is screwed. They send photos of the totem of Pazuzu's cousin to the police department, hoping to find if someone has seen anything like that before. Their priest friend also suggests that they talk to another priest who has exposed a cult years ago. Sure, why not? It's like we're making the plot up as we go anyway. Yeah, as you can see, this is leaning more towards the supernatural investigation angle than the usual horror we had in the last two movies. That's okay, good idea. There's nothing wrong with trying to bring something new to the series. But just one thing. A tiny yet also crucial little detail. Why should we give a damn? One of the things that made the other Conjuring movies so good is that we got to know the characters. We got to care about what happened to them. And in turn, we are frightened when they were in danger. But we don't have any reason to care about anyone here. Let's recap, shall we? Arne is just the guy being possessed. We know that he's in love with Debbie and wants to elope to her. Big deal. You could replace him with any generic horror movie character and nothing would change. Yeah, what's happening to him is horrible, but that alone doesn't make me that emotionally invested. David was already possessed in the beginning. There was just one scene with him, and it was just an attempt to show that Arne cared about him enough to challenge that demon. From that point on, he just appears once more to say some creepy lines. Debbie has no purpose besides being David's sister and Arne's girlfriend. Even then, because those two have no personality whatsoever, their relationship doesn't have an identity. There's just a couple like 1,000 others we've seen before. Nothing sets them apart. So tell me, why should I care about anything that's happening? Why should I care that Arne's life is on the line? Why should I care that the priest the Warrens visit turns out to be a little strange? Oh yeah, that retired priest. Turns out he doesn't help them that much. I mean, what's his first advice?
Forget you ever saw this.
Thanks, you're a sweetheart. But he shows them a room where he keeps the stuff that he collected while studying the cult mentioned before. We all know what that means, right?
His baby was born with its heart outside of its body.
I know this is the look how powerful your enemy is scene, but, you know, I'm pretty sure that unless the subject is a horror story, most people won't say things like that with a smile. You two might be good at dealing with demons, but you're pretty stupid when it comes down to dealing with people, aren't you? After some more ominous and ultimately useless words, we go back at Arne.
Come up off your collar, child. I know who you are.
Okay, so this just happened. Maybe you should try pleading insanity, kid.